Hi there and welcome to my channel, Eclectic Intuition with Elise. That's me. Today is the first ever Tarot Tuesday of 2020. Happy New Year to you. And in line with kind of New Year, New Me, I hesitate to say the word resolution, but I was thinking our reading today could be about some focus areas and where to focus our intentions for 2020. Because resolutions often don't always work out, and I don't want anybody to feel guilty. Cut yourself some slack, do the best you can. These are things that you can work on, and super mellow vibe. No pressure, no pressure. We're going to begin with earth, followed by air, then water, then fire. I'll have all that information in the description box below, so if you're not sure which element you are, don't worry, I got you, bud. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's a pleasure to read for you. I love this job. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment, share the video, subscribe so that anytime I post anything, you'll be updated. And as always, remember to empower your energetic instincts. All right, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's get started, Earth signs. I shuffled the deck already. I've cut it, and we're going to just pull cards for you, Earth signs. We have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay. So, although it's the second card I pulled, it's in the center, so it brings my attention straight to it. Ace of Swords. Swords deal with the element of air. Air is all about how we think and how we communicate. Aces are about new beginnings. So for me, the Ace of Swords gives me the vibe that you should be focused on creating new connections with people, communicating in a fresh way. What else? You probably have a really good idea. And 2020 is all about just setting that idea to paper, communicating to people what your desires are, and creating a plan for 2021. So it's in the beginning stages. We're in Ace area here. We're not on the, Eight of Swords or further on. The Ace of Swords is probably the most positive card of the Swords suit. There's a lot of turmoil in the Ace suit, actually. So that's a good thing. Moving on, we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So we have two kings here. Pentacles deal with the element of earth. And this card in particular is very much about like stability and security. The King of Pentacles is telling you for 2020, you need to get your life in order. You want to feel in control. You want to be prepared for everything. The King of Pentacles doesn't just hope for the best and go about his day. He's planning for the worst. He's planning ahead, especially in the area of your home. So, your home life, your finances, things like that. So don't hesitate about getting, the tires replaced. Get them replaced as soon as you can. If that chair is broken, get a new one. If you're due for an oil change, get it. Don't wait. He wants to set you up for success in 2020. The King of Pentacles is saying, hey, let's be grounded. Let's be reliable, responsible. Let's have a sense of security and not have to worry about what this or that. No, we planned for it. He's in control of his finances. He is feeling a sense of abundance. So when you get that extra cash, when you have that little spending money, instead of spending it on something frivolous, put it away. Save. 401k, your nest egg, your little cushion for emergencies. You're gonna appreciate it come 2021. Okay? And then the King of Wands here, his vibe is very much of empowerment, just in control. Fire, wands are fire, and fiery cards tend to be more impulsive. And the King of Wands has created he's in control of that impulsive side. He doesn't make decisions lightly. Yes, he can be a little fiery, a little feisty. His passion has brought him to a great place, but he's not as quick to react as he used to be. So that's what we need to focus on, earth signs, apologies. Earth signs this year. I want you to focus on being in control, taking a moment before reacting, planning for the future. Both King of Pentacles and Ace of Swords are all about like what's going to happen in the future. So 2020 is a year of laying foundations for success. Okay? Thank you so much, Earth signs. Remember, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's move on to air signs. So my air sign folks, I'm just going to cleanse the deck really quickly. Just need a lit candle. Just going to light this Palo Santo. I did it to the cards in the previous reading, and I just thought, let's continue with that. So this Palo Santo, I'm just going to coat the cards in the smoke. It smells so nice. I'm going to shuffle. So we know the cards don't have any residual energy from the previous reading. This is the Waite Smith Centennial deck. It's my go-to deck for readings, for public readings. I just love this deck. It's beautiful. All right, cards are shuffled. Let's cut them. Air signs. Let's see what's in store for you this year. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right. Ooh. Some negatives and some positives. The center card is strength, where my focus is kind of on. This is like the number one goal here. Strength, quiet strength, inner strength, trusting yourself. This year is all about just knowing that you have the power to overcome anything, and you don't need to exert it in an outward way. Being in control of your power, asserting it in specific instances is going to help you in 2020. So that's this card here, strength. And then we're surrounded by swords cards, which makes sense because we're talking about the air signs. Swords deal with the element of air, but I mean, I don't love the vibe here. So 7 of Swords is telling me be careful of things being too good to be true, people being sneaky and devious. Avoid being devious and sneaky yourself. Don't cut corners. I say don't cut corners just because karma is a you-know-what. And this card is warning me either you're going to be thinking about doing some like not so great things, or people are going to do that to you. And I'm leaning more towards someone's trying to get away with something. So maybe that's where your inner strength needs to come in and just be like, no, I will not. And then we're dealing with the 10 of Swords, which not the most positive vibes here, but it can be a good thing because this guy, it's done, it's over with. It's clear to him that things have not gone well. So in 2020, it's about accepting that, dealing with the trauma of it, the pain of it. Remember the inner strength, you'll get through it. You can assert your power in a way so that you don't feel like this all year, but be prepared for something to disappoint, especially if you have someone devious in your life. And I'm telling you right now, if I said something and someone immediately came into your mind, that is your intuition telling you something. Pay attention to it. Don't be like, oh, that could be something, and then just go about your business. No, listen to that little voice. That is what I'm talking about here. I'm empowering your energetic instincts. If someone popped in your head, pay attention to that person, okay? That's it for our air signs reading. Thank you so, so much. On to our water signs reading. Pardon me. I am dealing with a cold right now. There's something going around in these parts. Just cleansing the deck of the energy from our air signs reading with some Palo Santo. Now I'm going to shuffle for you so you know all of that, all the vibes from our air reading have been released. Now this deck is so focused solely on the water sign reading. All right, I cut the cards. Let's see. All right, King of Wands. Four of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Okay, so center here, Four of Cups. You're going to have to stop being indecisive emotionally in 2020. This person is stubbornly avoiding the obvious choice here. So I need you to really tune into your intuition and connect with what's right for yourself and not be frozen, not to become stagnant because you're fearful the choice you make will be regretted. That's life. Make a choice. Follow through with it. Or you're just going to be depressed in 2020. You're going to be lost. You're going to be frustrated. If you're constantly looking for something better, you'll never be satisfied. So this is what that card's warning of. You know, make a choice, stick to it. Try to find satisfaction with your life choices. You know, trust yourself. And the King of Wands is telling me that you're going to need to focus on feeling your own personal power. King of Wands was awesome in our air reading. And the vibe I'm getting specifically for you, water signs, is passion, follow through, making a choice and sticking to it. Same thing as this Four of Cups for sure. I'm getting that vibe. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10th card in the Major Arcana. And this card is kind of about cycles. Things come and they go. It's the Wheel of Fortune in a sense. Also, it's just kind of what comes around goes around. So be aware of decisions that may affect your karma. Make decisions from a place of empowerment and not of desperation. And you're going to experience a really kind of, not a sense of ease, but there's going to be a nice balance in 2020 for you in terms of fortunate. You're going to be fortunate in 2020. So don't take that for granted. Really appreciate and express gratitude for this balance that's going to come into your life, this abundance that you're going to be feeling. And avoid being indecisive. I think that you, for one, have a great deal of personal power. And when you're tuned into that fiery side of yourself and not frozen by your emotional side, you will experience wonderful things. Okay? That's it for you, my water sign folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, hit me up. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And always remember to empower your energetic instincts. I'll see you next time. All right, fire signs. I am just going to cleanse the deck before we read with some Palo Santo. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my gosh, if it lights, that'd be great. All right, fire signs. I'm just cleansing the deck with some Palo Santo. Cleansing it of any energy from my previous reading. Beautiful. I'm going to shuffle for you.
One more time for my fancy shuffle. Alright, cleansed, shuffled, cut.
Fire sign. Ooh. Okay. All right. So we have the Tower card, Seven of Cups, and the Temperance card here. And the center card is the Seven of Cups, so I'm going to bring my attention there first. I feel you might become a little bit overwhelmed emotionally come 2020 or this year. So I want you to focus on all the things to be grateful for. So for instance, there's 7 cups, they're all filled with different things, and this guy's just staring, and I feel like he's overwhelmed, but it's things he's asked for in my mind when I see this card. So all those things you've asked for, they're coming to you, and you're like, holy crap, this is a lot. So I want you to just embrace that. It's okay to be overwhelmed. What worries me just a little bit is the Tower card. There's something unexpected that's going to come and kind of just shake, I was going to say a swear word, shake things up for you. But you also have so many blessings coming your way that I feel like that may also offset this vibe of like, oh no, utter chaos. And it's like a chaotic incident that won't be in your control, which is unfortunate. You can plan for it. It's possible you saw it coming because the Tower card, we do have like this really shifty foundation. The Tower wasn't built on something solid. So this thing that falls through, I think you intuitively knew it was coming, but you were hoping for the best. And then we have the Temperance card. So 2020 is telling me you need to focus on balance. That's basically what temperance means, balance. 1 foot is in the water, 1 foot's on the ground. She's continually just pouring water into each cup. So creating balance, moving with the cycles. There's a sense of like wisdom and inner peace with the Temperance card. She is an angel. Or you know what? I think it might be a hermaphrodite. I'm not sure. There's balance, complete balance. There's foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, wings to fly. The sun's in the sky. There is just, it's peaceful. So if we look at all of these cards as a whole, yes, you have something that's going to happen this year that you can't necessarily prepare for. But there's an abundance of blessings in your life. And you're going to be focusing on this sense of creating balance. You're going to make it out okay. You know, the Tower card, you know, it sucks, but the Temperance card tells me that you're going to learn something from it. You're going to become better because of it. And the Cups card is telling me that your blessings will probably be a great distraction, if not an added stress. So in 2020, shift the mindset from being like, I'm overwhelmed, I have too much going on, to I'm so lucky to have all of these things going on. I'm so lucky for this. Find the balance. That's what Temperance card says. And that's about it for you, fire folks. I think you guys have a great year ahead of you as long as you remain grateful. And that is it for you, fire signs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. Otherwise, always remember to empower your energetic instincts, and I'll see you next time.